Hey everyone, it's Kirby, and today we're trying this really eye-catching manicure. It's actually made with fishnets. We saw it on the fall 2012 Runways at Joyce Yossi's show, so I figured I'd give a stab at it and try it at home. Here's what you'll need. Fabric glue, not nail glue, skin tone colored polish, tweezers, fishnet lace from the fabric store, scissors, cuticle clippers, and a small paintbrush. To get started, you want to give yourself a manicure just to help clean up your cuticles and file your nails. You want to make sure that your polish is in the same color as your complexion. So I'm using this really pale shade from Sally Hansen, but no matter what your skin tone is, use that color. Give 2 coats on each hand, but you want to make sure that your nails are completely dry before moving on to the next step. Next, take your lace fishnet from the fabric store, and you're going to start cutting it in strips. Think of it more like a French manicure. Take your scissors and cut it in an arch. And don't worry if the arch is too big or the strip is too big, because I'll show you how to fix that in a second. So now that we have our strips, all we need to do is apply them. So instead of using nail glue, which can get really chunky and look really white, we want something that will look transparent. So fabric glue, it's fine to use on your nails. It'll be really easy to remove, which I'll tell you about in a second. What I like to do is take a very small, either makeup brush or a paintbrush, put a little glob on my hand, dip it, and then where I want the fishnet to be is closer to the edge of my nail. So I just swipe it across the top, and if it's a little bigger than the size of the strip of fishnet, that's fine. Just make sure you get the edge of the nail and all the way on both sides. It doesn't need to be very thick either, it just needs to be enough to coat the nail. Using tweezers, these are really festive, you take a strip and lightly put it down. It takes a little bit of precision, and you may start to see that the fabric glue is coming through the fishnet, and that's completely fine. It's actually going to hold the fishnet in place, and it'll dry clear so you won't even know it's there. And I actually like to take my paintbrush or my makeup brush again and just kind of pat it down on the sides and go over top of it with any leftover glue I may have, and just let it sit there. You don't want to start moving it or anything yet until it's a little bit dry. That way when you start to cut around it so that it fits your nail, you won't have to worry about it moving around. Now that you have it on your nail and the glue is set just a little bit, I like to use cuticle clippers to make these really precise cuts. Be very careful not to get your actual nail in the cuticle clippers. Finally, to give the illusion that I have on a top coat, I'm actually going to use my fabric glue, or the rest of it, and give a few swipes on each nail just to make them a little bit more glossy. Then just wait 5 minutes for your nails to completely dry and you're good to go. Now you may notice that there is some glue residue left over on the ends of your nails, and if that does happen, all you need to do is run it under warm water and it'll peel off.